Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-December 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what is coming for the remainder of December. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message for future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's get into it. Column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So we have a summary affirmation card of absence. So with this card, Cancer, we could have been a little bit withdrawn these last few weeks. I feel like there's maybe something that had your attention, had your focus, needed your attention. So perhaps that is some of the withdrawal as well. I just feel like we've been a little bit withdrawn. There also could have been something you couldn't go to, like you were absent to some sort of event. But let's take a look and see what messages we have here. Okay, first up we have the Fool card. The Fool card's the first card in the Major Arcana. This is fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. Again, I feel like there's something that had your attention, that had your focus, and that's why we were a little bit withdrawn. We were kind of giving all of our attention, all of our focus to this item. So, some sort of new beginning, something new you've been working on here. We really love those new beginnings with the Fool. The next card we have is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a card. This is about communication. This is about honesty. I feel like you were pretty clear, like, I can't do this, I'm busy doing this, whatever it may have been. Also, the other thing here with this new beginning as you navigate forward, whatever it may be, make sure that we're almost over communicating. Communication is going to be very important for whatever this new beginning is. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the Ace of Swords, this is typically like new clarity, but it can be anything kind of new. I feel like this is the new undertaking we're referring to with the Fool. So again, it's like this new thing really consumed the majority of your time here, Cancer, and that's why we were a little withdrawn, a little bit absent. But let's see what other messages I can give you here. The first card we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card. This is like being the doer, taking the action. So again, there's a new opportunity, and we were focused on tackling this new project, tackling this new opportunity, taking the action, working on it, making progress. So it's kind of like the doer card. It's the action card. The next card we have is the Moon card. The Moon card can be a card of not being able to see everything. So I think that's why communication is going to be important here, Cancer. I don't think it's bad, but again, it's like not all the information is completely obvious, so communication will be key as you navigate through. This is also voluntary changes, so whatever this new undertaking is, I would say it's something you were interested in. It was something you wanted to commit to there, Cancer. And at the bottom, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a card of gaining wisdom. It's gaining knowledge. There's a lot to gain through this new beginning, through this new thing that you're working on. The Hangman can also be a card, like you could have waited for this. Sometimes it's kind of stagnant. So you could have been waiting for clarity. You could have been waiting for this opportunity potentially. But again, lots to be gained here. All right, let's take a look at our next column now, which is anything related to just kind of what's coming for the remainder of December. We have the card Formation. Formation is pretty literal. Things are forming, things are shaping up, things are coming together for you. So I love to see this here, but it's like the pieces are coming together in your world, Cancer. So that is great to see. Let's see what messages we've got here, though. Okay, first up we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, if you look at this card, it kind of looks like a finish line. So I feel like we're getting some things across the finish line. That totally makes sense, especially because we're at the end of the year. There's like things we need to finish, we need to get done before the year is over, Cancer, so just keep that in mind. This is also a card of family, friends. Get out there and enjoy the family and the friends, especially with the holiday season upon us. Just really make sure we make time. But two messages there: enjoy friends and family, but also wrap some things up. There's some things that need to be closed out before the end of the year. That kind of makes sense with formation. It's like that's one of the pieces coming together, is being done with whatever those items are. The next card that we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very supportive, empathetic card. I think there's something that you're going to be helping with here. I see somebody needing help with the Five of Cups, and I think the King of Cups is going to be you coming in to help, Cancer, but I feel like you're supportive, you're empathetic. This is like a love card, so potentially family or friend that kind of needs that support going into the end of the year. At the bottom we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of like loss, regret, grief, feeling unloved. I don't think that this is you, Cancer. This is somebody else, again, that you're kind of stepping in to help here. So just keep that in mind. I do feel like you're coming into play to help support them. Let's take a look, though, at our clarifiers and what other messages I can give you here. I'm going to turn the light off just really quick, Cancer, so you can see better. There's a little bit of glare going on here. Let's try that instead. Okay, so for clarifiers, first up we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card, this can be like a card of being stressed, exhausted, having too many burdens. So just be careful about overcommitting going into the end of the year. I feel like the biggest thing is we have a lot on our plate and we don't want to carry those items forward into the new year here, Cancer. I just feel like, again, there's so many wands here. You're carrying so many wands, you have so many responsibilities, and it's like we need to leave as many of these things complete going into the end of the year. The next card that we have is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, side by side here, this is again that card of communication, that card of being very honest. I don't know, Cancer, I feel like this is going to be 50-50 for some of you. For some of you, it's like, yes, this person is communicating that they need help, but others, it's like you're just going to have to step in and help because there is no communication happening here. At the bottom, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of going within. This can be a card of isolation. I do feel like this person potentially could be trying to isolate, and again, we have to lean in and offer them some support. The Hermit card can be like a card of getting clarity, and it's like, I think the information that you provide, the things that you say to this person are going to provide some comfort. So keep that in mind as well. Perhaps that's why that communication card's coming back into play. It's like those things that you're saying, I think, will provide them a lot of comfort. So that's that column. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So a quick money message here for you. Living plants are great for growing wealth. Set an intention with your plants each time you water them. Okay, so let's see what messages we have here with our very helpful kitty cat right in the way, of course. So first up we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card that we love to see in our money column. Let's start there. This can be a card of patience. This can be a card of waiting. So we could have been waiting for some sort of career opportunity. We could have been waiting for some sort of money news. Maybe you knew money was coming, but it's like we didn't know when. But this is being patient. This is waiting. But then the other piece of this is like financial gains. This is new money, some sort of money news. This could be like a promotion of some sort. So it does look like some new money's coming here at the end of the year, which is great to see, Cancer. Love that for you. The next card that we have is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card with a couple different meanings. So this is typically a love card. This is deep love, partnership. proposal, marriage. I do feel like proposal though is the word here. This is the opportunity. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it can be a decision as well. So I do think there's a decision here for you as well, Cancer, potentially. I think it'll be related to this new opportunity though. So it does seem like there's new money coming with a new opportunity. At the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. This is a card of good luck, good fortune. It's a turning point. Again, we've been waiting for this opportunity, so it's like it's finally here with the Wheel of Fortune. And then we love that kind of money that's associated with the Wheel of Fortune. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords has a lot of different meanings, but the important one here for you, Cancer, this is like finding out truth, finding out information. So this is getting notice of whatever this money news is. So 2 cards saying there's money news coming in there. The next card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. We've already kind of touched on this a little bit with the Page of Pentacles, but the Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting. It's delayed success, waiting, patience. You see this person planted their pentacles and now they've been waiting for them to grow. So Cancer, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for, the news you've been waiting for, the money you've been waiting for. At the bottom, we have the Death card. I always like to mention, for those that don't know, the Death card does not mean death, but it does indicate some sort of change, some sort of transformation, some sort of shift coming. And we've already kind of highlighted that with the Wheel of Fortune as well. We know that there's some sort of financial change coming for you. So really nice money shift coming in hot at the end of the year here. Let's talk about our next column now, which is anything related to love. So a quick love message. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love. Okay, starting us off at the top there, we have the Page of Wands. We talked about the Page of Wands earlier. This is like the doer card. This is the taking action. So I feel like there's a call to action here for you, Cancer, going into the end of the year. Some sort of expectation that you'll be doing something here. I don't know if you're like hosting a holiday party maybe, or maybe you're cooking the holiday meal, but I feel like you're taking action here. The next card that we have is the Knight of, and this is like for friends and family, hence why it's coming up in this column. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. You take a look at this horse and rider. They're moving very quickly here. I feel like these next few weeks are going to go very fast for you. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of things going into the holiday. I don't know. This is oftentimes like a card of a shift or a change. I don't really know that there's a relationship shift or change coming here. I just think it's going to be fast. I feel like things are going to be happening fast and you're going to have a lot to do really quickly. At the bottom, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is like nose to the grindstone. It's putting in the hard work and reaping the benefits. So it's like, I feel like, yes, you're having this holiday party and it's going to be a ton of things to do in a really short period of time. But like, we're going to be really glad we did it. We're going to really enjoy this. Like, again, we put in the hard work, but then we really truly enjoy that hard work. Let's take a look and see what other messages I can give you here, Cancer. First up, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can be a card. It's interesting. It's like, maybe you were supposed to go to somebody's party, but then something happened and now you're having your own instead. Or maybe somebody was going to host Christmas and then something happened. Now you're hosting the holiday instead. I don't know. It does look like there's some sort of underlying conflict here, but then it's like, you're like, well, I'm just going to do my own thing. The next card we have is the Four of Wands. We talked about the Four of Wands earlier. So many repeat cards here, Cancer. This is, again, that friends and family card. So friends and family, we're doing this for the holidays. Again, it seems like you're cooking or you're hosting or you're having a party or something of that sort for friends and family. It's going to be a ton to do, but again, very worthwhile there. And the one thing I'll say is, like, try and get things done early if you can. Like, if you're baking cookies, try and bake them the day before or whatever it may be. The Four of Wands is, again, that finish line, getting things complete. So if you can get them done before, that will definitely help. And at the bottom here, we have the Strength card. This is like self-love, self-respect, unconditional love. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of happiness here, which is neat to see. Again, this will be really worthwhile, although a lot of work. Okay, fifth and final column now, Cancer, a message from our future self or spirit guides. You have the Influence card. I really like the Influence card. This is a good reminder to, first off, it's a reminder, I feel like sometimes we forget how much we can influence. So keep that in mind. I think we're able to influence more than we think we can. The other message here, though, is to really only focus on the things that we can influence. There are things that are outside of our circle of control. There are things that we have no impact over. So focus on those things we can influence. And typically it's more than you realize. Okay, let's take a look and see what our fifth and final column here has for us. So first up we have the Tower card. The Tower card is some sort of unwanted change typically. Like this is you plan for A, B, C, and D, E, F happens. So I feel like something is not going as planned here. But again, I don't know that this is something that we can influence directly. We had no control over these events, Cancer. But again, it's like something's happening that isn't exactly what we wanted it to be. We definitely are upset about it here. We have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is like kind of heartbreak. It's low feelings. It's sadness. This card, though, this is saying that like you have to take the sword out of your own heart. You have to do the healing. So how you respond to this event is what's in your control, what's in your influence here, Cancer. At the bottom here, that we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of apathy, lack of fulfillment, discontentment. Again, kind of writing on these low feelings because this isn't what we want. Things didn't go as planned. But we need to like look for it. There's a fourth cup here, which is usually a card of gifts. And it's like, we need to find the gift in it. We need to find the good in it. We need to just pick up where we're at. So again, we can control how we respond to this. And that's really what is being said here, Cancer. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is like multitasking, weighing our options. So again, this didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but we have to move on from where we are. So weigh your options, figure out where we are, reprioritize, regroup. The next card we have is the King of Swords. This is very strategic, very intentional. I don't think I mentioned this with the Tower card, but the Tower card can be like a course correction card. So it always puts you on the path you need to be on. I feel like we need to plan and move forward from where we're at. So again, assess where we are and just move forward from there. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime I have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is like a new opportunity. This is a new project. This is a new undertaking. It's not exactly the opportunity you thought it would be, but there's still potential for new here. And again, we need to find the gift in the situation. All right, now we're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 7 of Clubs. This is the number 20 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 8 of Clubs, number 13 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the King of Clubs, number 50 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes there for you, Cancer. We also are going to pull a card from our Healing Stones. Oops, piece of plastic stuck to it. If you watched our video earlier this month, we already pulled this crystal. So your crystal of the month is calcite. It's good for courage, growth, helps fade any lethargic energy, gives you drive, helps with new ideas. Last but not least, we're also going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Cancer, your healing note says, every day holds new magic. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful remainder of the year.